disinfected.
Christmas.
We're on.
Sorry, we're live.
We're live.
Thanks for the heads up.
Here we go.
I was just talking about Scott Cox and Michael Hopper, who occupied this space from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, and how we have to disinfect it when we bring in the motorsports folks.
And sometimes it smells like they microwave some carp in here.
Well, generally, we try to come in with
good.
the hazmat team, and sometimes we don't have time for that.
Scott, well, we had a situation here a few weeks ago where we had Hop ate 50 chicken nuggets.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And that was a fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald House. Yeah, that's great.
He ate all 50 of them. We were
That
in
was
here.
a feat. He deserves a medal or something for that.
We were in here. No, he enjoyed it. We were in here. There was a mouse over here. We think it was a mouse. It might have been a rat. I'm not sure.
Anyway,
it was. We were doing the high school sports show, and it had like Hop's papers over there, and was like walking out of the place. So,
nice.
Quite fun.
Yeah, well.
Big weekend for Kern Raceway Park.
Hey man, we're here. It's going to be a huge one. The second annual Citgo Lubricants Fall Shootout.
And it is, it's going to be huge. We got some guys here. First off, introduce our guests again.
Well, it's Brian Olson. Brian, what
Olson.
is your official title with Spears Southwest Tour?
That's a daily question right there. I don't really have a title. When there's only two of us, we can actually make whatever title we want to based on the situation. So
right.
Semi-head muckety muck.
Yeah, that'll work.
Big cheese, top
That's
dog.
right.
That's a big business card, Mike.
Yeah.
That's a lot to put on a business card.
He is my go-to guy when it comes to the Spears Southwest Tour.
Well,
it's where the champions race.
The champions, and in the bullpen, warming up, we've got a couple of drivers too.
Yeah.
We will talk to them after the break.
Yep. We're going to keep them on the down low.
Okay,
We're
all
going
right.
to It'll be all about them second half.
Let's talk about what we can expect this weekend from this event. This is a major event. Southwest Tours here for the DCRV 100.
Yep.
What are we going to see here from
Well,
this?
it's the final. It's the first of the final two events for 2015, and the points chase in the Spears Southwest Tour has not been closer in the 15-year history. So I'll let Brian speak to that about what we can see on Saturday night. There are so many races within races going on for this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point in time, usually throughout the season, the championship's pretty much wrapped up. I know when Derek Thorne won the 2014 championship, he basically had to start the last race. So, kind of anticlimactic. I mean, obviously Derek had a phenomenal year last year, so props to him for what he accomplished. But this year we actually have 7 guys with a mathematical chance to win the championship with 2 races to go. So the top 2 separated by only 8 points. And as far as the pressure and what the fans are going to see this weekend, it's just exciting. Our Rookie of the Year battle is going down. We've got like 30 points separating the Rookie of the Year battle. Never been that close either. So, and as you said, there's hitters in the lineup throughout the line. You got Derek Thorne. We got a lot of local guys that are making their debut. We got former Mace Marin champion and Dan Holtz. He raced in the Southwest Tour, former Rookie of the Year in the previous NASCAR Southwest Tour, but now he's going to be debuting in 2015. So should be exciting for the fans. Like I said, with the point championship going down to the last 2 races, it definitely is a must-see race.
Give me some background here on Southwest Tours raced where coming into this, and what's been the season like overall. I mean, obviously very exciting.
Yeah, so far this year, we stay in the southwest portion of the United States. We raced at Madera Speedway, Stockton Speedway, obviously at Kern County Raceway Park twice. We'll finish our season in Vegas in November 21st. We just came off our Rocky Mountain Raceways race in Salt Lake City, where Jacob Gomes won back-to-back races for him. Hadn't won in 3 or 4 years and won the last 2 races. So definitely got a momentum and went from 9th when we started Stockton race 3 races ago. It was 9th in points. Now he's 8 points out of first. So
I think the interesting thing there is Gomes has 2 wins, right? Those 2 wins, and put himself in, and Voigt doesn't have a win yet.
No, he doesn't.
So those 2 wins have put him right in contention.
And Carlos Vieira, who's sitting in 3rd place right now, is the only driver of all 60 drivers that have competed throughout the season that has finished in the top 10, all 3 in all.
And that
7
consistency
races.
pays off.
Absolutely,
in point racing.
That's right. So it's pretty exciting. There's, like I said, there's a lot of battles within battles. Obviously everybody. I think the top 10. Obviously the top 7 have a mathematical chance, and then there's those guys that are in 11th and 12th that are trying to get into the top 10 for the final points as well. So should be pretty exciting this weekend.
Yeah, that highlight, the DC's RV Center 100, presented by raceforautism.net. We're really excited about that. 100 lapper. We've already got 22 cars pre-entered.
I think so. Yeah, I think we're close to 22 cars.
Yeah, so we're looking for a great field there, and each one of those drivers have got a shot to win that deal.
So what does Saturday look like then? What time does that race go off approximately?
I think we've got it scheduled for about 9, from about 9
they have,
to 10.
They're starting a little earlier because of all these the races are starting. Basically, racing at 6:15, opening ceremonies at 6. So the people used to racing at 7. Well, you're going to miss some racing. If you show up at 7, you're probably going to miss a couple main events.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I've done all that I can getting out on local media, on our website. We've got so much racing going on that we are starting an hour early. Gates will still open at 4, but our opening ceremonies will be at 6. We basically tried to cram 10 pounds of stuff into a 5-pound bag. And
You got an autograph session about 5?
About 5:30.
About 5:30. If you want to get out there, that's
yeah.
always a fun thing with
Yep.
the SRL drivers and everybody else. A big autograph session and opening ceremonies is always fun, and then they get into a lot of racing.
Because
Yeah,
you got a lot of laps. We're gonna
Well,
be
and we
running.
have cut the laps down for the NASCAR late models and the NASCAR spec mods, down to 50 laps for the late models, down to 40 laps for the spec mods. The payouts aren't going to change. You're still going to be $2,000 to win for the late model 50, and it's going to be a great race for the spec mods. And then we'll start the night with the SRL S2 Tour, and then championship races for the INEX Legends Track Championship and the 911 Racing Series. Their championship will be decided on Saturday night as well.
So, but 40 laps for Specmon. That's the longest they've run.
That's
right?
about 10 more than what they normally do,
Right.
10 to 15 more than what you normally see. Keeping those cars from getting too loose is going to be the challenge for those drivers and teams on Saturday night.
And then you guys are off for a few weeks, and then come back November 7th for the Veterans Day Classic, the Ironman 125, the Pro Late Models, 5-star, 50 INEX US Legends cars. Tell me about that event coming up.
It's going to be the debut, the inaugural Veterans Day Classic. We've teamed up with some local veterans, of course, to invite them out. But we're looking at 25 cars on the pre-entry list there. The 5-star 50 for the INEX Legends, 2,500 to win that race. It's going to draw a great number of cars from throughout the western United States. But, I really want to focus on what we've got going on this weekend. We've got plenty of time to talk about that
Right.
Veterans Day Classic. That's just going to keep growing and growing. We're still just a little less than a month away from that event. But I really want to focus on what we've got going on this weekend.
I find this SRL race really interesting because you're going to have Derek Thorne back in the mix, and obviously we know he's just going for wins. Anytime he shows up, you're probably
Is he 3 for 3 this year?
He's 3 for 4.
3 for 4.
3 for 4.
Yeah, he
A little problem
ran,
there.
ran into some issues that you can actually, that'd be a great question to ask
Yeah.
him. What happened at Rocky Mountain Raceways?
Gotcha.
I like to know what his answer is because
Okay.
he definitely had a fast race car that weekend and he suffered some issues early on. But yeah, he's 3 for 4 so far. The winningest driver in Spear Southwest Tour history was 23 wins.
That's
so
amazing.
And then like I said, we got a lot of guys that like I said, with as far as momentum goes. Jacob Gomes has all the momentum in the world
Yes,
right
he
now.
does.
Bakersfield-based NTS Motorsports got 3 guys in the top 7, including the Rookie of the Year, and Parker Stevens leading the Rookie of the Year points. So that's great for that team with being locally based here. They got a lot of friends and family that are going to be out this weekend supporting those guys.
I
With the
think
way
when you're
that
points racing, you have to be a little careful. You've got 2. This isn't the last race,
Right.
So you don't want to. You want those 2 extra points for a position, but you don't want to miss 20 points by making a mistake.
Well, and I think that's a great point, Mike, because I'm glad we're at Kern County Raceway Park and we're not at, say, Stockton Speedway. So you go, at least there's some racing room at KCRP where guys can, be smart. Hopefully they're smart. We can do what we can as officials and, lead them to water. But once they put that helmet on, they're kind of on their own. So hopefully the guys that are in the points battle will respect those, and the guys that aren't running for points will get out of the way, and that way we have a, good clean race and get all 100 laps in.
Real quick, just kind of interesting question for you too. What is the future of stock car racing right now? With the speculation that Irwindale might close, and which would be good. I guess it would help KCRP in some ways. But is it healthy? Does it need a little help right now? Where are we at in this kind of the state of the sport?
I think in our section of the valley, in southern San Joaquin Valley and up north from us, I think it's strong. When you look at Madera's car counts,
Right.
when they're running their Lone Mart late models, and you get 28 cars up there
Right.
that run that series on a pretty consistent basis. I can see our car counts growing over the next couple of years, especially in the late model and our super stock division. I think it's not on life support.
Right.
We're seeing short tracks thrive in the Central Valley of California all the way up to Madera. So I think we're doing okay.
And I agree with Steve, and I think there's 2 ways to look at it. I think with Irwindale, I wish, we need Irwindale. We need more racetracks because the more racetracks you have, the more people they're going to race and more opportunities to travel, especially close to home. With the Spear Southwest Tour Series, we made some major changes with our rules packages in 2015, coming off the Winter Showdown, allowing the sealed motor, allowing straight rail cars, which has now allowed more guys more opportunity to build cars. Like a Brian Richardson, for example, wasn't planning on racing with us. We open up the rule package, decides, I'm going to build a straight rail car with a sealed motor in it because I can afford that and be able to, run close to home. But if he wants to go on a race week and go to Vegas or go to Salt Lake City, he has that opportunity to do so. So I think that with regards to the tour side of things, I can see a big growth coming, especially like I said with the Winter Showdown. We had 53 cars in 2015, and
which I think we might as well a good time to mention the Winter Showdown's going to be back this year.
Yes, sir. It's going to be the last weekend of February again, and we already a lot of buzz about next year. We paid $25,000 to win in 2015. It's going to be $30,000 to win in 2016. So that's always a big carrot.
It's a good little story.
Yeah, it's a great time of year. So
On it.
A day race.
Sunday afternoon this time.
Sunday
Yeah,
afternoon, as it was run last year anyway.
right. Well, by default.
By default.
I think it's a great move running it to. I think it'll be is going to be Sunday the 29th of February.
28th.
Oh, so it will be
Yeah,
the 28th.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
kind of with that leap year thrown in there. I got kind of screwed up too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. The sun will be shining. I can guarantee that on the Sunday afternoon. And
I like that guarantee.
yeah,
like
That's
that.
good.
yeah, you mark it. I said it, so we're going to be good
About
to go.
62 degrees.
You know
I'd
what?
be fine with
Perfect.
that.
This past year, with that Sunday afternoon, I couldn't.
it's beautiful.
I couldn't. I couldn't tell you the last time. Absolutely beautiful at the racetrack after that rain. You can see the mountains.
Yeah.
They call them mountains, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
Those
we
are
only
mountains?
See them 4 times a year. Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that
They just kind of
event.
show up. They're just kind of there. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll get drivers next, right?
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll be right back after these messages.